We call Eric and I call the series like The Adventures of Mr. Donger.
Okay.
Because Mr. Donger is what I call the name of the protagonist. He earns this nickname in the climactic fight in the second to last episode.
There's a fight?
Yeah. It's like a full-out wrestling match, no holds barred, steel like ladder and everything,
Oh, damn.
and smack their chairs, steel chairs and all this shit, right?
Oh, WWE?
He's like a young fucking kid, like this big,
What did you want to
from the
ask?
floor.
I was busy.
Other guy's like a muscle brick of a person, right? Mr. Dong is getting the shit beat out of him, completely erect. There's a still frame once, like they pause frame, right? The guy Falcon punches Mr. Donger, and you see his ribcage break.
Damn, rip.
Right? Completely shattered. Like, and then
I just did CPR.
his wife on the side's like, no, use what you've been using this whole time. Now, if you watch this series and you did not read the manga, you immediately think, not his dick.
Wait, what?
No way, not his dick. It's not his dick.
Thank God, okay.
But yeah.
Everyone, listen.
Yeah?
It's finally fucking happened. Film is fucking dead.
The what? What film?
Film is dead. In my documentary workshop class,
Oh.
the guy screens an anime AMV featuring Madoka for his project.
And how did the audience take it?
People were weirded out. It worked,
It worked.
but it was an anime AMV.
That's like making your informative speech on ponies. That is not a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
The last interview I saw was like,
Why have you done that, Eric?
Unless it's
No, but I've seen it.
it's a fucking
Nobody's done it well.
saw a montage of Rock Lee and Gar over the song,
the fuck?
let's see, Numb by Linkin Park.
Why?
No.
Last time I saw that. Last interview I ever
Well,
saw.
continue, guys.
So, in his fight, he doesn't use his dick like as an anime only viewer you expect. Instead,
It uses his heart.
he goes out, runs to the side, picks up from the ground, like there are weapons everywhere, right?
Oh, what?
Picks up a broken wooden sword with no blade.
Something prime times that, then that
Picks it up,
something prime.
picks it, puts it in two hands, charges the big guy, goes like, yeah! Now, when he does this, pretend like this is where the muscle man guy's chest is. Mr. Donger pulls the blade up to here, the hilt up to here. So it cuts off here. There is no visible contact. And then you see the muscle guy like, "Ooh." 4 more times. Yeah. Ugh.
Wait,
His fucking his muscle fibers are somehow getting torn apart.
how's that possible?
And you see Mr. Donger knock this guy to the ground. Guy is completely erect. Mr. Donger wins.
Oh, I thought you said the guy's completely erect.
Well,
Oh no. Oh no.
so
Yeah.
there are other girls in the scene, right? And they like look at his wife and they're like, what the fuck just happened? He's like, so she says, he used what he's been using his whole time, his determination. His focus is what made him win that fight. Pan over to Mr. Donger, holding up the fucking broken blade with like an extended lightsaber like sword shit come out.
That nobody else can see.
Which you then also notice, if you just noticed it now, you realize it was there the whole time in the fight. He had a massive erection the whole fight, exactly the same length.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that piece of information.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit.
He's called Mr. Donger because
And this is like the third time this fucking year you fucking said this.
after the first episode, you realize he constantly has this. It's always in the background, waiting.
It's not
Damn.
even the third fucking month.
Damn.
It's already the third.
Over 4 months, under 4 hours erection, man. You gotta see a doctor, man.
I mean, that's Mr. Donger. I personally like the series because it's a properly done vanilla series, for the most part. Also, it doesn't take itself too seriously. Unlike Diamond Asagi.
I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
So yeah.
And cut.